I turned around to see a small bookcase with a cushioned red chair on either side. I headed towards the bookcase. The man added, "Pardon me, sir." "Yes." "You have a message," he said, turning around to face the cubbyholes. He then reached for a folded note that was tucked into cubbyhole number 12. "This note was left for you shortly after you arrived." He handed me the note. I took the note, sat on the right cushioned chair, and opened it. Before I started to read, I peeked above the note to see the man behind the desk grinning at me. He eventually turned his eyes back down at his desk to write. The note read, "Hello again. I understand you are back. I never sleep, so come by for a visit. I'm in room number 9, just down the hall from you." I folded the paper, placed it in my jacket pocket, and looked up to see the man at the front desk leaning over his desk writing something. Who could this be? The note was not signed, but the person obviously knew me, or was he mistaken? I needed to investigate this. Going towards the staircase, I had to pass the front desk where the man ignored me. It became clearer to me that this hotel was in bad shape, with staining on the ceilings and at the top of the yellow walls. I couldn't identify the odor in the hallways, but it seemed like cedar wood. I made it to room number 9 and stood in front of the door for a moment. I was about to knock when I heard faint voices coming down the hallway, like I did earlier. I turned my attention there. Passing my room, then passing down 13 and 14, I realized it was farther down at the end. The sound came across from the room across from 15. There was no number on the door. I heard whispering. I stood in the middle of the hall with my right ear turned towards the room. I listened as if it was speaking to me. The whispering became intoxicating. I found myself moving towards the door without any fear of being caught. I then surprised myself and moved completely against the door with my ear pressed against it, but the whispering was inaudible. I needed to know what was being said. I then placed my right hand on the door handle and the other on the door to push it open, but as soon as I did, the whispering stopped. I could feel the perspiration collect on my back and under my arms. I let go of the handle and backed away for fear of what was on the other side. Suddenly scared, I backed away and returned along the hallway to my room. I took the key out of my pocket and stood in front of the door with the key engaged, while still looking back at the whispering room. But nothing happened. Nothing came out. I'm Cini. That was a reading from the last story, The Whispering Room. If you would like to know what happens and where that whispering is coming from and why, then I encourage you to read a little bit more and look for my book on Amazon. The book is called Tales of the Witching Hour. I'm the author, Cini. You can find that on Amazon, Amazom.com, Amazon.ca, Amazon.co.uk, and Amazon.au.